It's great for your overall wellness. You know what I mean? You can vacation to your favorite
Yes.
spot, soak up some sun, enjoy the outdoors as well. But remember to summer the smart way. This segment is sponsored by Arkansas Blue Cross Blue Shield. Kristen is here to share more on what summer the smart way means. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
We're talking about wellness today, and it actually ties into your title and your role at Arkansas Blue Cross Blue Shield. Tell us a little about that.
So I am Arkansas Blue Cross Manager of Wellbeing and Health Solution Strategy. So just working on that whole person approach to health.
Yes,
what we're working towards, yes.
And share with us, how do we summer the smart way?
Well, I think when we hear about summer, or summer safety, we talk about safety on the water, which is important, wearing a life vest. We talk about sunscreen, super important. But there are other things I think that play into your outdoor life. You mentioned just being outside all the time. There are other things that are important to have with you that keep you safe in your surroundings. And we want to make sure that people are aware of that. So we don't want to downplay the other safety, but maybe bring awareness to some things people don't think about.
And I'm sure you have a few of those things in that bag right there. So
in
what's
my
in the
little
bag? You've
magic
intrigued
bag.
us. Yeah.
So, you know, we go out, we spend the day out. This is a little waterproof bag. You can get anywhere.
I noticed this bag from paddleboarding.
Yeah. So it's a fun little just dry pack if you guys aren't familiar with those.
Sure.
And then it just latches up, keeps everything safe. So if you are floating or out or you get stuck in a rainstorm, it keeps everything safe inside and everything dry. Yeah. And so, you know, when we talk about going out in nature, a lot of the time, the first thing we talk about is disconnecting. And so we want to disconnect, be at one with nature, but we still want to make sure we take our phone with us, right? Because if we do get stranded, if something happens, we just want to be able to have a lifeline. So there's an easy way to tuck it away. Kind of hide it. I know me, out of sight, out of mind.
Right.
But, you know, no big deal. So we have that. Another thing, now I mentioned we always talk about sunscreen, so I guess I am going to talk about it again.
Yeah, you've got to.
Found this fun little, it's like a little deodorant stick
Nice.
that you can use, but it fits right in there, so it's a little more compact.
Sure.
We have bug spray, of course.
Oh, so essential, especially here in Arkansas.
So make sure it has DEET. We want to make sure that we're keeping that out because, like you said, it's, I don't know, 11 months of the year, right? So I'm not from Arkansas. I'm from Pennsylvania, so I think the biggest adjustment moving here was that there are bugs.
Oh, yes,
all the
everywhere,
time.
all the time.
So we always want to make sure we have that.
Welcome to Arkansas.
Yeah, right, thanks.
Bugs.
And so, you know, it gets hot in the summer. So when we're out, we don't want to just talk about being safety and getting hurt. I don't want people to be afraid to go out and float the river or hike or anything like that. But we do always want to have an instant ice pack on us. But I think it's important to remember these two. If you get hot, you get overheated, you're not expecting, you can also break this open, put it on your neck, it'll cool you down too. So it's not just for injury.
Sure.
Yeah, overheated. That happens too, also a lot in Arkansas.
Also a lot in Arkansas. Other big, like, shocker. And then the last thing, I think, you know, we talked about having your phone in case of emergency, but, you know, sometimes we think like, oh, I'm going on the trail, I'm going out on the river, I'm going to the park, I don't need my wallet, I don't need anything. And so I agree with that, but I always like to take like a little wallet with me so I can always have my ID on me, just in case, again, if someone needs to know who you are, you need to identify yourself. You always have that with you. But then this little wallet that I got also holds a couple of other things that I think are important, like tweezers.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
So if you have like a splinter, you get a little bug bite, you find a tick, you can pull it right out. It's a little bit easier to do that with a little pair. Cheap little tweezers, they work great. Hold your little Band-Aids.
Oh, yeah, look at that.
You might want to have a Band-Aid.
Just in case.
Just in case, you never know. And then we also have in here antiseptic wipes. So, you know, during COVID, we talked a lot about antibacterial and things like that. But I think when you're out, you want to get the antiseptic wipes. That way, they can kind of clean up a cut or a scrape that you might get, but then they can also act almost like a hand sanitizer or clean things off. So if you're out and you grab water or you need to use a public restroom, you have these with you too, and they can kind of be a two-fold kind of all in one. So, and then I just pack it all up, throw it in the dry bag like I showed you guys earlier, and roll it up.
And you can put that in your trunk, your beach bag. It goes anywhere.
Love that.
Yeah, everything goes, and it just goes with you. It's like an all-in. Yeah, I keep everything, but my phone and my ID, I actually keep packed in my bag all the time. And then that way, if it's a last-minute impromptu, like, hey, let's go to the park, you can just grab it and take it with you.
That's
it's easy.
it.
Yeah.
Now we know how to summer the smart way.
That's right.
That's it. Thank you.
That's it. All in one bag.
Absolutely. Where can we go to learn more about Arkansas Blue Cross Blue Shield?
Yeah, sure. So we actually do have an event tomorrow. So if you're in Northwest Arkansas or the River Valley, our Fort Smith Welcome Center, our Rogers Arkansas Blue Welcome Center, and our Fayetteville centers, we're having Arkansas Summer Party. So come out. We'll have free food, free drinks, giveaways. We'll be giving everyone a bag similar to this one to take with them. So, and you can also enter to win a Bog bag and a Big Yeti cooler at each of the locations as well. So
Nice.
come on out. You don't need to be a member. It's just a community event. We kind of want to kick off summer. You know, summer just started yesterday, so we figured this weekend, perfect way to kick off the first weekend of summer.
Thank you,
Yeah,
Kristen. Thanks for
thank you
joining
so
us.
much.